Hey folks, walk with me. Well, I put out a video several weeks ago at this point, basically saying, it felt like there were two people on the Democratic side of the aisle, neither of them that are actually officially members of the Democratic Party, that I thought were the ones who could seemingly come to the defense of people looking to counteract what Trump and Musk are doing. And one of them is Jon Stewart, who is not a politician, and I don't know that he wants to be. And the other was Bernie Sanders, who is in the Senate as an independent and is 83 years old. um, it's just become so apparent that I don't know who could sort of do a better job than what Bernie's doing right now. And I said in 2015 and into 2016 that I thought it was crazy that the matchup then wasn't Bernie and Trump, because to me, Bernie is the Trump of the left. And that would have been the perfect actual matchup. But in any case, setting that aside, I do think Bernie is making one big mistake. And I'm not exactly sure what his thinking on it is. But several weeks ago, I had started thinking that being that he's 83 years old, he should really be sort of having himself as a mentor to someone critical, someone who can sort of like carry the torch. And I don't know if he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want to seemingly like manipulate somebody into his own way of thinking and then sort of like put a carbon copy of himself out there. That seems like the most obvious to me, that he would want somebody to kind of come along organically. And I think you can have somebody with all the skills and the activism spirit and so on and so forth, but I do think there's value in taking that 83 years of hard-earned institutional knowledge and imparting it on them. You don't have to like tell them how to think and feel on anything. You can just say, this is the best way to message this to this group of people. This is the most effective way to counteract an offensive from these groups of people. And I think it could be done. But I actually saw, what prompted me to make the video was I saw somebody had done an interview with him relatively recently, and they asked him basically this question. I think it was basically like, are you looking for a successor or something like that? And he really just dismissed it really quickly. So I think it's a mistake. I don't know if it's for the reasons that I sort of postulated here, or if it's just that, he thinks that he can keep, the freight train barreling ahead and doesn't feel the gravity of being 83. I don't know. But I think he should really reconsider, or for the first time, consider doing it in the way that I describe. The way that is, here's the institutional knowledge that you're going to need to make you the most effective. And beyond that, just finding somebody who has their own opinions, their own ideas, but that carries themselves in a way, has the same level of conviction and fortitude and a willingness of spirit, and basically giving them some free lessons so they can stand on the shoulders of a giant. That's the value of not having to learn every single lesson in life from rock bottom. Uh, so, yeah, this is my call to the 7 or so people who will watch this, that if anything can be done to try to convince him to approach this in some way, I think it would be the best possible thing that could come right now. So, we'll see. All right, folks. Well, if you walked with me or watched along, I certainly appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the next video.